I think there are people who don't use the product who probably feel have a strong view about it. But my focus is on.
Who are you talking about in particular?
Well, people who don't use payday loans. My focus is on the people who do use these short-term loans.
And all your customers are happy, are they?
Well, more than 8 out of 10 people pay back in full and on time. Satisfaction levels are always very high. We've recently surveyed our customers, as we do constantly, and they continue to remain
So you're being unfairly demonised, would you say?
Well, I think there's a risk that both in demonising lenders, you actually stigmatise borrowers. Short-term loans are used by a wide range of people for all sorts of reasons.
Yeah, I understand that, but are you being demonised? Are the companies we're talking about being unfairly targeted here?
I don't think we're being demonised. I think sometimes we're not given the opportunity to explain what we are doing to drive improvements, how we have got standards in place. For example, how we've limited the number of times you can roll over your loan. Right. I represent a number of the larger ones. We've seen some of them represented and spoken about today on your video. QuickQuid, for example.
And is QuickQuid a decent name, do you think, for a reputable company, or does it not trivialise the idea of lending?
I'm not in a position to judge what the companies call themselves. What I am in a position to do is make sure that they act appropriately, they meet the standards that we've got in place, and that they continue to meet the needs of customers in a proper and safe way.
Are you worried about Ed Miliband becoming Prime Minister? Because he's got you in his sights, hasn't he? What was he going to do to your industry?
Well, he's got some proposals. One of those is a levy on the industry, and I've written to his shadow minister and said, we'd like to understand the detail, because we can look at that and see whether that would work.